I've been lucky enough to have at least Platinum status for the last 6 years. The strategy is simple and repeatable. Every time I check into a Marriott, I'm thinking about 3 things: elite nights, points, and promotions. Like most hotels and airlines, Marriott works off a tiered loyalty program. And I'll point out a jackpot status, if you will. It's really only ever attained by a small percentage of the population. It's a jackpot that I'm still currently in pursuit of. It's not rocket surgery. We'll dive into it right after this 3-minute montage intro. No montage? Thank God. Everything in life is a game. The official game rules say there are 6 tiers, but in reality, we only care about 3. Actually just 1, but 3 for now. And each of these tiers is a short-term goal on our way to the jackpot. So just by checking into a hotel, immediate need is met, you have a roof over your head, and you've earned an elite night. After you stay 10 nights, you'll start getting a 10% bonus on the points you earned, and after you stay 25 nights, you'll get a 25% bonus on the points you earn. Now, staying 25 nights at a Marriott, it can be a lot. So I'll show you a shortcut in just a minute. The question though is, before you cash in those points, are you getting a fair value for those points, or would it be smarter just to pay for the room with money in your pocket? I've searched to the edge of the internet and found reputable websites that put the average valuation of a Marriott point as low as 0.7 cents and as high as 0.9 cents. So for our purposes, we'll say the average valuation is right in the middle at 0.8 cents per point. And while we're talking value, if you've gotten even a little bit from this video so far, clicking that like button would really help out this small channel. A valuation of 1-to-1 would mean that 1 point equals 1 penny, which intuitively feels the most fair, but it's rare Marriott allows that valuation to happen, which is why the average valuation is lower. In our case, 0.8 cents. On occasion, you might find a valuation that's 1-to-1 or higher, and when you do, make sure you book that room. So right now, let's jump into the website and I'll show you how this works. So let's go someplace nice in early spring. How about Hawaii? People living in Hawaii watching this are like, no! So we're gonna arbitrarily stay from a Sunday to a Friday, and let's check out the options in Oahu. The Sheraton Waikiki Beach Resort seems tolerable. So I think this Partial Ocean King seems suitable. You notice here it's $417 per night. For the total stay, it'll be $2,086. So let's compare that against if we want to use points. Okay, 408,000 points. That's a lot of points. So when we do the math, so total for the room was $2,086. We divide that by the points that Marriott wanted, 408,000, and we're looking at a point valuation of 0.51. So if we stay at this hotel, each one of those points is barely worth half a penny. That's undervalued. But if you're just trying to get to Oahu, make it happen. So Hawaii is an extreme example, usually for a lot of reasons, so let's find an example that's not so extreme. I'm feeling like Omaha would be nice. We're gonna select those same dates and hit Find Hotel. Since we're feeling a little fancy, how about this Farnham Autograph Collection? It's $264 per night. So for 5 nights, that comes out to 147,000 points. So $264 times 5 nights equals 1,320. When we divide that by the total points for the stay, 147,000, that point valuation gets good. We're even going to round up and call that 0.9 cents per point. You know you're not getting thunder value. Now, another way you can use points is by turning them into airfare with any of these airlines. Bonus tip, some resorts offer a stay for 5, pay for 4. So you cash in enough points for 4 nights and they give you a free 5th night. Gold is the first status that really matters. For every 4 points that you earn, you get an extra free point. But at the gold level, you can start to stack additional free points on top of that, because at some hotels, when you check in, your welcome gift is free points. So let's address the 25 nights. It feels like a pretty high bar. There are 2 ways to speed that up if you want to put in a little extra effort. If a little extra effort isn't your thing, all good, skip ahead to this timestamp. Sometimes Marriott runs promotions, but they're sometimes difficult to find. You have to go into the app or the website and go down to promotions and affirmatively accept entry into the promotion. It's not just automatic. I've seen some where you accumulate points much faster, and others where you can actually get an extra elite night for each normal elite night that you're staying, doubling your elite nights per night. Fast track number 2, if it works for your financial situation, this is a tried and true method, and it's using a Marriott credit card. The Marriott Bonvoy Boundless card is a great option, as is the Bonvoy Bold credit card. With the Boundless, you get 15 elite nights and a bunch of other points accumulating through everyday spending. It does have an annual fee of $95. Or for $0 per year, you can get the Bold, which also comes with 15 elite nights, but just doesn't pack as big of a punch for everyday spending. But the biggest reason why Gold matters is because, real quick, I need to thank the sponsor of this video. Did you ever get a rash right next to you? They canceled again? We'll sort all that. Gold matters is because it's almost platinum. Platinum is the ultimate sweet spot, and I know what you're thinking. How do I get there? How do I get there faster? And why is it so great? In order to start drinking that sweet platinum nectar, you need to accumulate 50 elite nights. That sounds like a lot, because it is. But if you're in the hands-off, cruise control strategy camp, you'll probably need to be traveling for work to get to that elite night threshold. Or take a monster 7-week vacation. Good on ya. So how do I get there faster, you ask? Well, keep an eye out for those promotions. Those 1-for-1 elite night offers are amazing. Secondly, I know this will come as a shocker. It's an expensive shocker. Another credit card. I never said these shortcuts were cheap. I said they, what did I say? Did I say anything? With the Marriott Bonvoy Brilliant, a lot of B's in these credit cards, you get instant platinum status. As soon as your card is activated, you're a platinum member with all the platinum benefits. But what's the annual fee, you ask? Again, another great question. Are you sitting down? That's how much. Enough that you should be in a comfortable position to receive this information. The annual fee is, drumroll please, $1,250 per year. I'm kidding, it's only $650. If you ever want an outrageous number to sting less, just throw out an even crazier number. I'll do this again later. $650 is a lot no matter how you frame it. Before I sign up for a card like that, I'd have to think about it long and hard.
That's what she said.
Nonetheless, the option is on the table if you just want to stomp down on that gas and get there, stay on track for the jackpot. So that's how you get to platinum, but why is it so great? I probably should have started with. So here are the benefits of being platinum. Are you ready to gorge on perks? 5 big ones.
That's what she said.
Not sure it made sense that time. Oh, and then there's even a super bonus perk. Number 1, you accrue Bonvoy points twice as fast as gold. For every 2 points that you earn, you get a 3rd one for free. 2, suppose you're on vacation someplace like, say, Newark. You just really need one more half day to make the trip worth it. Good news, normal checkout time is about 12 o'clock. With platinum status, you can push that to 4 p.m. 3, both platinum and gold claim you'll get this benefit, but in my experience, you get it when you're platinum, not so much when you're gold, and that's room upgrades. The type of upgrade varies greatly. Sometimes it's a little bit bigger room, sometimes it's the same size room in a better location. Nonetheless, you're much more likely to get that upgrade with platinum than you were with gold. 4, it's evening, you roll back to the hotel and you can really go for a little bite and a beverage. If the hotel has an executive lounge, you're in. Results may vary, just like airport lounges, but some of them offer a great variety of food and drink. A couple of my favorites are the Sheraton in Lisbon or the Marriott in Warsaw. 5, last but not least, if you're staying at a Courtyard or Residence Inn, this really isn't applicable. But if you decide to throw caution to the wind and stay at a fancier Marriott, then this pays dividends. And we're talking free breakfast. And some of the higher end Marriotts like the JW or St. Regis, Westin, W, all those, the Ritz, some of them have amazing breakfasts. And it's usually good for you and any of the guests that are also staying in your room. Now, if you roll up to the breakfast restaurant with an entourage of 20 and say they're all staying in your room, well, let me know how that went. And let's not forget the super bonus perk. It's called the Annual Choice Benefit. It has these 7 options that you just get to select from. You can get Sweet Night Awards, 5 of them. For 2024, they're calling those Nightly Upgrade Awards. $1,000 off a mattress, give the gift of silver. Personally, I prefer to give the gifts of frankincense and myrrh. Now that you're sitting pretty with platinum status, you've unlocked the potential for the jackpot. But there's one more tier that's definitely worth mentioning, and that's titanium. You don't need to hit titanium to access the jackpot, But when you do hit titanium, 75 elite nights, it's a ton, you get another choice benefit that comes with all the same options as the Platinum Choice benefit, with an additional one, which is a free room night valued up to 40,000 points. You hit the short-term goals, now you're Platinum. You check in, you get upgraded. Concierge takes your bag while you go to the executive lounge. Next morning, you eat a free, delicious breakfast. How about we make this goodness last for the rest of your life? And that's why it's called the Jackpot. Not a lot of people hit it, but it can make life good for a long time. To get across the finish line, it's a marathon. But unlike a real marathon, you don't have to wear anti-chafing nipple tape, unless you want to. I have some on right now. But like a marathon, you get free drinks along the way. Now that you have Platinum status, you need to keep Platinum status for a while. So how many years do you need to accumulate of Platinum status to keep Platinum status for life? Well, you should probably sit down again. You need to have Platinum status for a total of 75 years. Nah, it's actually just 10. Did it again. 10 sounds a lot better than 75, but that's still a long time. But like I said, these don't have to be 10 years all in a row. You can do it in 15 years or 20 or whatever it takes. The thing is, everything I've told you is completely useless if it's such a pain to travel to stay at a hotel. There's a way to fix that. There's a way to get from your house to the hotel more comfortably. Check out either of these deep dive videos so that you arrive at your location refreshed and ready to go.